don't know if he's going to go Aghanims this game so that they can actually do more on the map, but they cannot run into this ball and just click their spells. This is not going to work for Team Spirit.
Yeah, this is not a Spectre versus Magnus game anymore. Like, this is a TA game. They have to win on the back of it, and if they don't,
我们比较不
then
然后我们自己准备的东西，有点打他们不太适合，所以我们打完2把以后做出了调整，我觉得我们应该能拿冠军。
I think for the first 2 games, what we prepared doesn't really work against their style. But after the first 2 games, we've adjusted, and as long as we play our own game, I think we'll win the champion.
They will play their own game and also download complete. Thank you very much, Xiaoba. Let's take it to Lyrical and Trent.
And already right on into this one, Sumi Mira's gonna get caught and gonna get killed. How's that for a start, Trent?
Oh, such a good coach who just gets us there right in time. Well done, as his team will take first blood.
Very, very good start. Play their own game. That's what we're hearing right now from the coach. Xiao Wei so often has been the one to be able to lead his team's success and Aegis himself, but we'll see if they can do it here again. As nothing to say why, they're all invading. Dude, LGD coming out with some confidence saying, this is our high ground, we're coming to take it.
And this is what you get when you keep coming back with this Undying, right? You're very willing to brawl right now.
So they are going to stick around for a moment. Ame spotting out the rest of Team Spirit, moving in that area, getting that extra vision with the passive. And will we see another round of Bounty Runes stolen away? Collapse walks on in. Why there? Gets the click-off win. So LGD, they're going to claim 3.
Turns back for more. Wants the brain sap, but can't quite find it here. So yeah, another focus on the lanes for sure here from LGD. But the lanes also seeming to be the win condition right now for Team Spirit. I have to say, you know, it's difficult to disagree when there's a combined 5, you know, Aegis is won by that drafting panel.
True enough.
That's a bit rough. So I think they might be onto something with this whole concept of like needing to snowball things pretty hard here, needing to play around their Templar Assassin, and there's always a chance going late, of course, especially with like the way the Templar Assassin now functions because of her Aghanims, where you can actually get like a little bit of a split push out of this hero, which you didn't used to get in the past. But you'd much rather be leading things ahead of the game right now for Team Spirit, and if they don't get that, like they can easily do that with these heroes on the side of PSG.LGD.
Totally. The snowball can definitely occur. And I really liked what we sort of heard about the mentality that was going on as well, as we see Nothing to Say get a D ward there on the Observer ward. Like, you think about the way that Team Spirit has played throughout this. They're playing, you know, just for fun, they say. They're playing without any fear. But for some of these players, that's not an option. Ame, he's been so close before to winning the Aegis and then snatched away at the last second. This is a story for him for redemption.
Yeah, we often hear the pressure of the Chinese community on this team just because, you know, they've obviously looked so good and they've been so close before. And particularly Ame, he is shielded. You know, he's taken some of that blame before in the past, particularly at TI, particularly in a Game 4. You know, the pressure has been there, and it's been a bit much at times. But I have to say, after last game, I think he's probably feeling pretty comfortable here with his Luna.
He's looked amazing in that Spectre game, so we'll see how they deal as Xingqiu was able to get that pull through and only get the half pull on these creeps connecting it. As Miposhka wants to keep that pressure on Xingqiu, needs to be careful here. Obviously, only level 1, so doesn't have that Splinter Blast yet on the Wyvern. But they will throw out one more dagger on his way back home.
Just to send him all the way back here. And now, yeah, Collapse. So we talked a lot about Collapse and his hero pool. And, of course, you've heard a lot, I'm sure, about the Mars. Heard a lot about this Magnus that's looked pretty good, but the other hero that he has played a ton of games on professionally is the Axe. Not a hero that's been very big at this TI though.
No, but can often make those huge plays if you can get the opening. The panel did talk a lot about how maybe there's going to be some overlapping things going on with Mira and the Axe, both trying to find that big jump.
That Seb guy? Oh,
yeah.
That's that guy!
Yeah, that's the
with
one.
The Axe, wow.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But we'll see how it goes here in this one. As you can see already, the chase down Faith Beyond taking a little bit of a beating here on this Magnus. Xingqiu moves into position though, and at least for the moment, you can see that Spectre taking a little bit of heat early. Not able to get all those last hits yet. Collapse also trying to go toe-to-toe with Ame in the bottom lane on that Luna.
Yeah, there's a reason that statistically Undying has almost always been one of the absolute best heroes versus the Spectre. Whenever you're just talking about like just raw data in terms of games played, and that's because like you get some pressure in lane sometimes if you get this sort of a matchup. That's always nice, right? Spectre likes to be left alone. But more importantly, when you get into the mid game with the Tombstone drop down, you actually get all these zombies popping up, right? And it really ruins the team fight for the Spectre, especially when you're trying to deal some damage there with the Desolate.
You can see a bit of a rundown again as Toro playing as far forward as he can, but has to be very wary of those skewer backs that we've seen time and again, is why we'll get a little bit of a chase onto Mira. The Lucid Beam and dead. I just takes him down.
Collapse just can't do anything. Just like,
No.
I'm sorry, you know, I'm just going for some creeps here. It does have 20 last hits compared to the 9 of Ame, so, you know, I mean, that's a sacrifice that you're willing to make.
He's hitting pretty hard. Already the Ring of Health done. Obviously came there with that Quelling Blade and a lot of armor. Claps having a good one on the axe in the laning stage. This is what they need.
Well, that is actually a really interesting one too, right? Actually going for this this Vanguard. Because, you know, a lot of heroes, they're going for the Helm. They're building into something else based off of the Helm, the Iron Will. Claps able to go for this cheaper Vanguard, but for Axe, that's an item that can actually accelerate your farm quite a bit with the Ancients.
Why? Get chased a little bit there, but will back out afterwards. And you can see at least now the very slight lead that we're seeing into the favor of LGD. Nothing really to write home about. Both the mids doing fine. We haven't really seen either that many stacks on the Ancients. None done up yet. As some good damage there out on the Bane. Gonna chase down. Lucid Beam. Will it be enough? I don't think so. Why? Oh, maybe it will. All right, the rotation comes in. And they will be able to keep their Bane alive.
Yeah, he was buying out there. He wasn't sure he was going to live, so he's going to run all the way home. But there are the stacks that you were just mentioning. A double done there by Maposhka in the dire jungle. So something for this Templar Assassin to fall back to. They want to stack her up nice and early. When you're trying to play around this Templar Assassin, you can stack your Ancients, you can stack all of your neutrals across the map, and she can cleave through them very, very quickly. Just trying to align these earlier items like the Blink or the Deso, maybe a Falcon Blade in these times right now. So they need to enable her to get this game online.
Yeah, and of course, then if you're LGD, you're going to look to try and go in there and invade those stacks and get some damage dealt. But already, a Torrent combo comes out. Y makes that move towards the mid lane that he always does. And just trying to burn through the refraction instances and make Toronto Tokyo a little bit less comfortable.
Yeah, not a matchup we see all too often, honestly, with the Kunkka and the Templar, but you do have that interaction, as you're mentioning, where you can get multiple instances of damage from the Torrent, so burning through that, and, well, Toronto Tokyo, you're going to come take a look here and say, oh, yeah. Nicely done. I think I'll stack this up one more time.
And Mira also stacks all across the map.
What I really like, too, is this defensive ward that they have right next to that stack they're doing, because you often see this ward used like late game when you're talking about like Roche and everything. You're trying to cover that, but a lot of teams are coming in contesting neutral stacks right now. It's one of the themes of this tournament is up top. Well, that's another good theme.
Toro, is he going to live, though? With the Cold Embrace, they don't feel confident going for him.
On the level 6 rotation from the Kunkka. Very disappointing to not get the kill. And they can't even really follow up the tower pressure, but on the other side of the map.
Collapse. Going to take some damage there. Creeps run off of him. And with a couple quick hits, will they have another Lucent Beam for the finish? Vanguard keeping him very... Taking actually goes away for the spin. Has to be careful on Y. There's the Fairy Fire living, but the Brain Sap. Enough to finish him.
I can tell you, this guy must not have got very many Crimson Witnesses, because he is not lucky.
No. Not enough spins there for the axe, and a good usage of the Nightmare to take those creeps off to stop the potential counterplay.
Well, they get their kill in the bottom lane, but the missed gank on the Spectre gave so much free time to Toronto Tokyo, as again, another stack. And if you don't go for that kill, the other option for the Kunkka is moving through that jungle, doing that rotation, checking out the stack, seeing what's there, maybe stealing a couple, of course. And yeah, will surely make his way over there. And why? Just going to say, I think we'd like to maybe get an eye on these ones at the very least. We'll block for future stacks, but can they even come and contest this?
I mean, there's already a lot of gold built into that. That's going to be such a big injection. And the thing about the TA is you just take it so quickly, and maybe if they pair together with Collapse, already having that Vanguard done.
Yeah, it's a tough call too, right? Like, because if you want to move in there, let's say, PSG.LGD, oh good, we have time to think about it at the very least. You have the night vision bonus.
Right.
That's there, right? Of course, that's going to be expiring soon. You got 2.5 minutes to work with. You're not going to have any Eclipse early, though, because, you know, you're obviously stacking into the Lunar Blessing. You're getting yourselves your Glaives. But you also have Undying. You have Kunkka. I would say it's very tempting for them to come and contest this and at least, like, try and mess with them to try and get some of the XP.
Well, they're going to drop the boat already. Mira a little bit off the mark with the stun, but will eventually, well, go down? Yes. Xingqiu finds the kill, but this is, again, buying that space for Toronto Tokyo, and this is Envision.
Soul Rip to secure here, and Xingqiu is like, I'm getting over there. You know, I want to steal some of this. Gonna find a stacked up neutral camp there, too.
This is just all they're focused on. And
He has Tombstone in 3 seconds.
Why? Are they really going to go for this?
I mean, a lot of them are really low. This is pretty... I say do it. Yeah.
He goes for it. Getting
Let's
a couple
go.
already.
Again, the Fairy Stringer for the team. The 2 supports. There's an Axe and a Templar Assassin.
Oh my god, they're just going to get him.
They're sitting on the lanes.
I mean, this is huge. You're also already up 3,000 net worth right now on LGD, but they see this taken, and...
All right, he got a lot of them, though. Now, can you get out? That's the question.
I mean, at least one of these heroes is going to die. Xingqiu chased on. Surely at least one of them goes down, but maybe not. Itoro pops out that haunt. The chase down. Mira's there as well. Cold Embrace. The back away. They used haunt for this, and I don't know if they're getting anybody.
Is there anything more classic than LGD and their Undyings and their phase boots, though? Like, it almost gets them out.
And they clean out that hard camp also. LGD are all over this. They take down the Undying, but lose out on a bunch of other net worth.
And they force so many heroes to respond. Look at the top lane. The Helm and the Dominator, Faith Beyond. He's taking the tower.
This is clean stuff. LGD, they found their mojo. This is what they needed.
That is a large lead. 4K right now at 9 minutes. Like, and look where it is. I mean, it's just all stacked on the cores right now for PSG.LGD.
Poshka scouting out. Y off to the side. Toro there as well.
He's hunting.
He's looking for it. They move over. Faith Beyond's here as well. And with this Helm of the Dominator creep, it should be enough. And also coming in to contest this, nothing to say.
Well, it's
taking away the jungle.
It's so cheap, right? It's just a nightmare into a torrent. They're threatening the whole time. We've got RP. We've got boat. You don't want to come contest this. They're going to have Fiend's Grip pretty soon here as well for Y. As he goes for a real deep ward.
Back behind.
That was pinged, though. All right,
Yeah,
they have an idea that that's there.
That ward is going to scout it out.
Yeah, good thing that was there. So those very deep wards on the earlier end will be instantly TP'd to by Mposhka, and just give them that. I don't think so.
Yeah, see, this is the LGD we expected to see. Up 5,000 net worth right now at 10 minutes in. What a turnaround that they've been able to have. As this series was looking dire straits for them after the first 2 games, but now coming into this, game number 4, everything's going their way.
All right, well, in the past, what has turned these games around for Team Spirit, it's been Collapse. You know, showing up, making the plays, but he's got some time. Wants to get that Blink Dagger down on the Axe first. In the meantime, there are a lot of heroes coming to his mid tower.
Oh my god, they're bringing numbers. Everybody's here. Poshka, level 5 on that Wyvern. Going to try and throw out these Splinter Blasts and slow things down as much as possible, but that tier 1 tower is already dead.
Yeah, they're just holding the Tombstone. Again, such a great job of just like not expending anything, right? They're just threatening. They're just holding all this strength.
And Collapse, they caught him again. The Nightmare's there. Do they have enough for the kill, though?
Oh, yeah.
They are going to chase him down. Wait for it. Fiend's Grip afterwards. Easy as pie. They take him down. This is a stomping we got right here. Toro is going to need to play his heart out right now.
He is so far behind on me.
It's insane.
He's almost getting doubled up on right now.
Like, the Undying is almost caught up to him in terms of net worth with that Tombstone dropping in the Ancient Steel. Such an impressive performance for them in Team Spirit. They just really don't have an answer right now.
It felt like they got lost halfway through the draft, and they still haven't found their way.
Well, and you think about that draft, right? They burned through so much of that reserve time early on. And in the end, we're left trying to find a perfect hero, and so far the TA hasn't been able to do it for him.
Part of that is just that it's such a one-dimensional plan that not only can you like prepare during the draft as what to do, but in the actual game, like they were so quick to come in and ward up these Ancients. Sure, they missed out on some of the plays in the top of some of those neutrals, but the contest in there, the space made for Faith Beyond to get absolutely massive. No one is even contesting Ame at all, just freeform throughout the jungle. And this has to be like the biggest Axe Blink reveal and Deso reveal on a TA of all time.
Yes. They've got to get a ton here on Team Spirit. And of course, that also means that LGD need to be the ones that run into them to allow for that fight to happen. Not an easy ask. But again, you've got some big combos here, right? You've got that Winner's Curse into a big call afterwards, Lion Stun. The combo is there if they can find it.
The fights are so hard, though.
Looking for it right at the start. The boat's going to come out. And now the slowdown. Mira in some trouble. Collapse back behind the tower. Also getting ran down by nothing to say. He needs to TP out of here.
He bought his blink.
Yeah, he's
no one else die.
As long as they're able to get away, that should be good enough for them. So they get the kill. Fabian finds it, but also on the other side, Y kills off Mira. 8-1 to start this game.
Yeah, throws down a ward to secure the kill. Mira, of course, instantly noticing that, but I think Y's going to call it worth, just going to make the tower easy to take. But Poshka was thinking about leaving himself in behind there and maybe finding a winner's curse if they want to actually contest to the tower, but I think the call's been made from the rest of Team Spirit that they're just not ready for that yet.
Yeah, they need those items. Need to hit that timing.
7 kill lead, 7,000 gold lead. And Ame still hitting creeps.
I mean, he's just doing what he needs to in this one. Taking a look already at that win probability, they're heavily into the favor of LGD.
Don't put that away. Come on. We got a game going here.
My goodness gracious. The Nightmare is down. Poshka going to trade it over onto him. They have this blink. Want to reveal, but the only people down here are supports, and that's not big enough. Ward also covering it all. But maybe now Team Spirit can at least try and pressure and get this tower and get some momentum going for themselves, because if they don't get something going soon, this game is going to go completely off the rails.
I mean, you can already see them struggling here, though, right? Like, they're bringing everyone down here. They're looking for that fight.
Yeah.
Everything that they need. It has to be perfectly layered. The call, the curse, trying to find the sight lines for the Templar Assassin.
Oh, and Toro caught. Fiend's Grip is there, and no help nearby at all. They're going to kill off that Spectre.
I love Xingqiu doing that, just dropping the Tombstone. It's just such an important kill for them that they're willing to throw at everything that they have right there.
And immediately afterwards, they're thinking about going to Roche. I mean, why not at this point?
They could Roche, they could start pressuring that tier 2 top, but the tier 2 top is a lot riskier, right? You're going to have this attempted call from the Axe. I will say they actually don't have great vision right now onto that high ground, so theoretically, if there was something there from Team Spirit, maybe they'd have a chance, but perhaps they just have the really good read that they are all in the bottom lane right now, waiting for them to come to that bottom tower. And it's taken so fast.
So Roche going to be claimed. And again, Team Spirit needing to find an answer as LGD want to try and close this one out. Put themselves in a dominant position. And already Y is going to head up here, try and get down to deep ward. We'll see if that one bears any fruit, as LGD will retreat back, get their next set of items, and then be ready to go.
Very reminiscent of Game 2. Now, mind you, it happened a lot later in the game, but essentially we got to the point where Team Spirit were the ones just running around with this Luna and looking like, you know, what are you going to do as LGD? You have to wait for this perfect moment to find your fight. Team Spirit now find themselves in that situation. And one thing that they obviously recognized when they played that Luna strat was just stay together. Don't let the pickoffs happen. Can they find a pickoff right here? No. Look how safe Nothing to Say is playing there with the X.
Xingqiu might be the one that gets found. The jump forward call, it's off the mark. And instead, he just heads off to the side. There's the root. Collapse has to back out of here. I mean, there's more people coming nearby. Tokyo gets skewered back. He's caught alone. Can they kill him off? RP, but the winner's curse is trying to turn this. Boat afterwards finishes off that TA, but it's not enough. It's not nearly enough. And if they're not careful, they might lose more. The chase forward Hex, Mira, X marks the spot as they'll pull the Lion back and find another kill. LGD, no mercy. It's looking rough. It is looking rough for Team Spirit.
Is that a Spirit Breaker in that draft?
Yeah, I don't know.
What this is? Because something happened.
They turned up on PSG.LGD. They were not going to go out like that.
Well, it's looking like a completely different series at this point. I mean, Team Spirit, you know, the fun leveling. We're just having a good time. Good times might have come to an end right now, at least in this game. And you know, it gets to the point where as the game continues, you just wonder, like, how much is this impacting the looking like potential Game 5?
Potentially. I mean, again, you never count this out. We've seen teams come back for more than this against LGD to win a try. But can they do it again here? Spectre, so often that late game answer, and they just need to find a good fight on Team Spirit to pull this one back. The question is, will LGD give it to them? Underneath a ward, this could be the way it starts.
They've played so ridiculously clean this game, though. They're really not offering up anything over to Team Spirit. Now, they do have some good vision down in that bottom jungle. If there was ever a chance to go for something, it's probably towards that part of the map right now. But Faith Beyond not acting like it, you know? Sitting directly on a trap, and they still can't go.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to really fight into this. Oh, Toronto Tokyo skewer. Oh, it pulls him back in. They'll find the TA, wants to get out of here, blink away. Oh, just like that, Toronto Tokyo able to get a little bit of separation, but they still have that night vision and faith beyond. With the chase down, they got him there to the side. Nobody coming to help the TA. Toronto Tokyo falls again. 12 kills, 12K gold lead. LGD, keep up that momentum.
Team Spirit are waiting for the Aghanims on the Spectre. That is going to be their go play. They might have the Blade Mill there too.
He just gets caught again.
Until then, it's just throwing out heroes, you know. Take me. Try and slow down this tower push.
How close are we now to that Aghanim Scepter? It's what, 50 gold away for this Spectre? Again,
I mean, it's been a fantastic item, but as you heard Seb and NoTail say, the damage is lacking.
Oh, man.
And they needed that early lead to actually provide some damage. They needed the items on Team Spirit. They don't have the items.
Right. Well, and it's such a good answer here, right? With that Undying being able to sit right up front there with the Tombstone, and then Luna can hit the tower, because the way that Team Spirit win the fight is like when chaos happens and you get a giant curse or something, and they're just not being presented that opportunity.
Although, if there is one hero that's very good at breaking formations, it is Spectre, right? The Haunt comes out, there's question marks everywhere, you're not sure where the real one is, and then it's providing vision to the rest of Team Spirit, and then you find the jump. And Axe, a hero that, with the Blade Mill, can turn some of your advantage into a disadvantage.
Looking for something here. It's just a shadow step to start. Now the call. Afterwards, they have Haunt starting to bring Ame down a little bit low. Just 30 seconds left, and now they're leaving him alone for the moment. Turning on to the other supports. Collapse going to TP out, but it's not going to happen. Collapse will go down, and that fight doesn't work. Toronto Tokyo pulled back in. Refraction gone. And now the chase down happens yet again. Mira hoping to salvage this, but it's not going to happen. One by one. All of Spirit go by the wayside.
And that was going into a fight with 30 seconds left on the Aegis too.
Oh,
so just like, even if you get some of those kills, the reset potential there from LGD. But Team Spirit, you know, they felt the situation that they had to find some sort of fight maybe outside their base. It's not a good one though.
And they used the winner's curse in that last fight.
Yeah.
That is really painful. Maybe if there was an opportunity right here, but jump in! The Tumbler's Toy, are you kidding me? Faith Beyond able to make the play happen. And now focusing down the barracks at 20 minutes, 17-1.
I mean, Collapse is smoked up here, but I don't even know if there's a play. Obviously, you have to wait till the Templar Assassin's back.
They're hoping for something, anything at this point.
They just got mana for Shadow Step.
There's a chance, there's a hope, but will it actually come to fruition? I am not sure. Team Spirit just do not have an answer at all.
They pop drums, jump them, Collapse.
Oh my goodness. They just have to give it up. There's no other answer. There's still a tier 1 down bottom at the very least, but I mean, at this point, LGD could turn on the tier 4s maybe.
I love how this team plays Undying. The 5, the 4. Like, not a lot of teams really bring this hero out, but you know, you get this movement speed, so you can get the ulti off the Flesh Golem, you're just getting the debuff down, having the drums to like benefit this early sieging ability that they have, as well as the Solar Crest too. So, you know, so many teams looking for these saving heroes and empowering heroes on like the one big carry, and Undying just looking like a perfect answer when you also have the Spectre in the game.
And I just think, again, like, what a redemption arc this has been for Ame to be able to pull this back on that Spectre in Game 3 and now in Game 4 on the Luna, playing incredibly clean Dota, constantly 4-0-7.
Yep. Does not want to repeat history here.
Oh god, did I caster curse him? Oh no, oh no.
Surely.
Surely it won't happen.
21k lead at 21 minutes. I don't think you have that much power.
I don't think anybody does. We'll see though.
Hold on, let me check Kyle's Twitter. Just make sure.
Mira gets the Hex off, but they caught Collapse. Mira's going to try and TP out of here. Does manage to escape, but the Axe is down. Toronto Tokyo, cancels TP? Okay.
I mean, where are you going to go?
I mean, I guess that, yeah.
There's, you know, they got some towers go through. You're not going to do anything. You might as well try and catch the next wave.
That's true. Fair enough.
Because now where do you go is a bit of a question. I'll give you that.
Might just be dead if you're not careful. Tokyo, got to be careful there.
Stand perfect. Oh, I know this one from my pubs. Yeah. Got to keep the GPM up, you know?
In lane, they got him. Toro forced to jump away from this one, but nothing to say. Still got him in the sights. Able to throw out that Earth Spike, but they're hunting for more.
Beyond's coming.
Oh, good blink away by Mira, and Toro able to get the TP out, but Mira, the one that's going to pay for the sins, will end up falling there to Xingqiu, and now they're heading up again.
Faith.Beyond has had this troll for so long. I feel like he wants to end the game with it. You know, like reward it for its servitude.
Well, this might just be the time. I mean,
Get the
Ame is up
skellies
there.
out. Send them in.
Roche is capable of respawning, but they're looking to just try and end this right now. No Magnus to pull him back into the fountain. There's the jump to start it.
This has to be the jump, right?
Maposhka behind. He's got Winner's Curse, waiting for an opportunity, but can they get an opening?
There's no TA for 10 seconds. That might be an issue.
Oh, it's dangerous. Yeah, they don't quite have enough. And TA, without a quick way to get in there, they'll have to let it go for the moment. But Maposhka, they've still got a ward here. And now they don't.
Collapse has been smoked for so long.
They just can't find an opening. LGD, just this impenetrable wall that doesn't break formation.
Yeah, they just keep popping them, but they can't find their fight. They might even be running low at this point.
19-1. So now, with Roche respawned, LGD dotting their I's and crossing their T's and looking to close this one out with the shard in tow.
This is an emphatic victory at this point. You know,
yeah.
This is not the way you want to go into a Game 5 from Team Spirit. It's one thing to just like have a loss and sort of be like, okay, well, you know, we couldn't close it out in 3, but that's cool. We can do it in 4, whatever. You remember those 2 games, guys?
Right.
How
They
much
seem
we
a long time
dominated.
ago.
And they seem like a very long time ago at this point.
Faith.Beyond pulls back there. Yule Scepter afterwards, but nobody's close enough to turn that into a fight. Another Shadow Step used just to slow down Faith.Beyond from going in for another round of this.
Toronto Tokyo's just drawing on the map down there. Throwing every trap possible to hold on that one tier 2, right? Force them to go for the throne.
And they're going to do it. Walks right on in.
Happy to oblige.
Ame, he's ready. He wants to not relive the ghosts of the past. He wants to close this game 4 out here in style. And so far, he's doing it. Turns now onto the Ancient Hot Out afterwards. Where's the fight? I'm not seeing it. Going deathless so far. They turn now onto Y. Just grip to the side. Oh, the catch onto Collapse. Y's not dying. Nobody's dying. They all fall again as GG is called 23-3. A statement from LGD.
Did he get a blink call?
It didn't happen.
Like,
it was just too good.
The whole game, that was crazy. They never came online, quite frankly. Like this lineup was not allowed to operate in any facet whatsoever for Team Spirit.
Wanna be, ooh,